OpenClaw just dropped a massive new update and you need to see what it can do now. They just added Mistral AI, one of the most powerful AI models on the planet, and you can now use it for chat, memory, and voice. But that's not even the biggest part. So OpenClaw can now remember things in 5 different languages: Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Korean, and Arabic. So if English isn't your first language, OpenClaw just became a whole lot more useful to you. They also fixed the browser extension because, let's be honest, it kept dropping the connection and it was driving everyone a bit crazy. That's done now. There's a brand new auto updater, so you never have to manually hunt down the latest version again. Cron jobs, basically scheduled tasks your AI runs automatically, can now run at the same time instead of waiting in line. And they pushed over 40 security fixes, making this one of the biggest OpenClaw updates they've ever shipped. This is a big one. And today we're going through each of the updates so you know exactly what's changed, what it means for you, and how to actually use it. Let's get into it. So you can see the update announced here. This is just announced like a few hours ago, as you can see. And they've announced Mistral with chat, memory, and voice, multilingual memory, built-in auto updaters, cron, so parallel runs, so you can run like parallel scheduled tasks at the same time, some more security fixes, and a browser extension that actually stays connected. Now, if you click on this, you can actually see the change log. So you can see it's a very chunky one with a lot of different updates going on here, which is awesome. They seem to be updating it all the time, which is great too. Dwayne is here. Welcome, Dwayne, sir. And you can see the updates as we go along here, right? So if you want to update this, just make sure, number one, you've got this installed. We've got loads of training inside the AI Profit Boardroom if you want to learn how to do that. And then you can see here, inside OpenClaw, we've got this set up. So the way that you can enable auto updates is you go to your config like so, and then you can see there's this auto update section here, right? Now you can switch between auto updates, for example, for stable, beta, and dev. You can select update check on start as well. And then once you've done that, you can just click on update and hit save like so. So when you start this up, it will go ahead. And you see how we've now got this button at the top that says update now. We can click on that and then just update to the newest version. Sometimes it breaks. Who knows what's going to happen, but we'll try it out and I test this stuff for you, you know? So that's how we go here. So yeah, we're going to keep going straight into this. And you can see it's now updated to the new version. I'm just going to ask it now, like, what version of OpenClaw are you using? Let's see if that works. And I'm using ChatGPT Codex OAuth to set up OpenClaw. I have used it with Llama as well. That I will say, when I was trying to update it on Llama, that didn't work at all, right? So I had to switch back to ChatGPT Codex OAuth to get this working. And I think this is, yeah, this is fully updated here. You can see it says OpenClaw version 2026, 22nd of February. We've got that version running right here. So we are living the dream. That was a nice, smooth update. I like that a lot. Offcam says, can I use it in my old laptop? You can indeed. Again, like, literally all this is like a few terminal commands, and then it's running in the cloud once you've set that up with a cloud API, right? Karen says, has Codex become available on Windows now? Not as far as I'm aware. Although, yeah, no, I don't think it's on Windows at all, but I do think Claude Cowork is available on Windows. So maybe you want to switch that, or you could use a VPS to access like a Mac virtual private server as well. That could be an option if you want to get it installed. But now we have OpenClaw ready to go with the new version. If you want to run Mistral on this, there's a couple of options. Like, you could use OpenRouter, or if you wanted to use a new version, what you could actually do is run through the onboarding, right? So you see, once you've got this installed, you can type in this in the terminal and switch your API anytime, right? So you just say OpenClaw onboard and then install daemon, right? And basically, once you've done that, you can run through the API setup for Mistral, and Mistral will allow you to use voice, chat, and embeddings as well, like you can see right here. Let's see what else is meaningful inside the chat as well. So we've got a CLI update. So you can use this to preview the new updates. As you can see, you've got some new updates inside config and that sort of thing. Discord allow list, which is pretty useful if you're using Discord for this. But yeah, there's all sorts of updates here. Like, it's literally a never-ending list. I actually created a breakdown inside the AI Profit Boardroom. You can see it right here. So if we scroll down here, let's have a look at the summary. and we'll just summarize, okay, what changed here. So first of all, if you're wondering, okay, what is OpenClaw? OpenClaw is a tool that lets you connect AI assistants like Claude, for example, to apps you already use, like Slack, Telegram, Discord, and more. It's kind of like a bridge that lets you talk to your favorite apps and do things automatically for you. What just got updated? Well, we got the 22nd of February updated, and here's what's changed in plain English, right? So new stuff was added. A brand new AI provider called Mistral is now supported. That means you can use Mistral's AI brain instead of or alongside other APIs. It also supports memory and voice now. You also got Synology Chat, which is now supported. There's a new app you can connect your AI to. This is like a messaging app some businesses use on private servers. You can also tell the tool to auto update itself now without you having to do anything. It's turned off by default, so it doesn't surprise you. There's a new command, the update one that I mentioned, that lets you preview what an app update would do before it actually does run, like a test run, right? So if you go back to the list of changes over here, you can see that you can preview the updates before you actually change anything, which is pretty useful, to be fair, because sometimes it breaks on the new updates or it changes something. The AI now better remembers conversations in Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Korean, and Arabic. Before, sometimes it forgot some important words and that sort of thing. And then also there's a big update and an overhaul inside cron jobs, which is like the scheduled jobs, right? So cron is like a timer that tells your AI to do things automatically at certain times. Like every morning at 8 a.m, send me the latest AI automation news. A bunch of bugs were fixed as well. Right? So for example, like bugs with Slack, Telegram, the web dashboard, background tasks. I will say that was one of the smoothest updates that I've done. Sometimes it breaks. Yeah, so that was pretty useful, I think, to be fair. If you want to learn exactly how to use AI tools like Notebook LM to automate your presentations, save hours every week, and level up your workflow, join my AI Profit Boardroom. It's the best community for business owners and creators who want to get ahead with AI. You'll get step-by-step processes, automations, and real strategies that actually work. Link is in the description and the comments. Second, if you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. It's my free AI community. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. Links in the comments and description. All right, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.